The things that people tried to warn us about are now upon us. When I look at the media and see black men wearing dresses, it lets me know that these black men that are wearing these dresses have kissed the pinky ring. A lot of people tried to warn us about these shenanigans. And I think about when Dave Chappelle, when he was on Oprah show, he said how they were trying to get him to wear this dress and how wearing it will make this particular scene real funny. And I'm glad that Dave Chappelle refused. But Dave Chappelle has a special talent of exposing the game. And the game is that they are trying to mess up the black family. Because if men want to be women and women want to be men, who is going to procreate? And a lot of guys want to say that, well, it's because of the money. There is no amount of money that can make me do something that I just don't want to do. I remember when Pimp C was let out of prison. And he was exposing the game about how these people that are supposed to be higher up in the game were putting these young boys on that casting couch. Shortly thereafter, Pimp C mysteriously ends up dead. And I noticed that when these celebrities get tired of it and say they're going to expose this game, they mysteriously end up dead. So you have these men that claim to be heterosexual, but yet and still they want to wear a dress. Real men, real heterosexual men would never put on a dress or act like a girl just for laughs. There's an old saying, truth is often told through jokes. He's acting like he's joking, but he's really telling you what he's all about. So here it is today, you have a lot of celebrities that in order to stay in the game and to keep their status, they got to put that dress on. You got your boy P. Diddy. You know, we've heard a lot about P. Diddy in the black community, about how he puts these new guys that are trying to get in the game on that casting couch. That's why coming up, because of things like this, I never aspired to be put on. Because I know there was a price to pay for you getting on. And I just was not going to do that. You were not going to exploit me. Then after it's all said and done, they discard you. And you really can't say anything about it because you accepted whatever it was that they offered for you to be put on. That's why I appreciate guys like Dave Chappelle who just not going to accept that money. It's about principles. Certain things money cannot buy. And money cannot buy you respect. People will respect the money and respect that you have the money, but they will never ever respect you. So it's a shame, man, that really you have all these guys that are now wearing these dresses. Even though Al Roker. Now, if anybody saw Al before he lost all that weight, the guy is not an example of American beauty or handsomeness. So who knows what type of promise they made him. And the deal was, if you put this dress on, we'll give it to you. So you got guys pretending like they're Irish. You're not Irish. This is not Ireland. This is the great old US of A. Well, it used to be great. But this is America. And we don't wear those type of things in America. You even had your boy Snoop Dogg put the dress on. They want to try to call it a kilt, whatever you want to call it. But here in America, that's a dress. And for wearing the dress, what did he get? Except a threat from Susan Rice. That's what Snoop Dogg got. So now he's trying to stay in the game. But how long is that going to last? Because as I said, the people that are giving you the money will also take that money. And you know they got ways of separating you from that money. We have to fight back against this agenda. Just like you had all these LGBTQXYZ people that were trying to come after Dave Chappelle for what he said. Heterosexuals need to come after these people for trying to destroy our lives and our families. You have all kind of children of different ages now trying to say that they identify as something that they aren't. Little boys 5 and 6 years old saying that they are now girls when he is too young to really understand. Most children do things that they feel as it pleases their parents. So if they think that this is something their parent is going to like, they'll do it. But on the flip side, these grown men that wear these dresses, I think that they are trying to shame their parents, mainly their fathers. These guys today do not dress like men. They dress like their mothers and aunts and grandmothers. I'm glad that I got this male genes in me to where that stuff is not attractive to me at all. When I see guys on the internet, I be on Facebook sometimes, and they post these little skits where some guy's trying to act like a woman, thinking that it's funny. I don't even think that's funny at all. As a matter of fact, I block them. I don't want to see it. Just like these LGBTQ people don't want to hear what Dave Chappelle has to say, I don't want to hear what y'all got to offer. I don't want to see what you are trying to display. When I look at Russell Westbrook, Lord, what is wrong with that guy? I know he's probably saying, what's wrong with you? But why would you want to dress like this? The way that these men dress today It should be in some type of porno book, rated triple X. It shouldn't be on display for the whole world to see, for children. Just like when you post these videos on YouTube, you have to put in whether or not it's made for children, or kids as they put it. And what they're doing is not made for kids. That's for some adult who has made the decision to say, man, this is what I'm going to do with my life. But these children, they'll do this today and they'll do something different tomorrow. So their mind is not made up, but you are trying to make their minds up. The first guy I can remember that tried to normalize this behavior was Dennis Rodman. When he came out in that wedding dress. What was the message? I mean, I've seen guys in dresses before, but these people were gay. And they let it be known that they were gay. They didn't say that they were heterosexual men that like to dress like women. They let it be known that, hey, they want to be a woman. But you have these guys who claim to be men that want to wear these dresses. And they want to present themselves like some type of alpha male that'll kick your butt. And at the same time, he wants somebody to squeeze his butt. I'm here to let the heterosexual community know that we don't have to take it. We don't have to accept this. They're trying to pressure us into accept a lot of different things lately that we really don't want to accept. But just because they try to apply pressure doesn't mean that we have to accept it. We have to push back. When I look at this behavior, this type of behavior was suppressed in the past. The gay community have always tried to rise up. But the people didn't allow it because they knew what this would lead to. The destruction of the family. And these people are headed for destruction. Yeah, they getting a little money and a little cash now for what they're doing. But hey, I've heard other guys say that these white supremacists, when they get through their tools, they discard their tools. A lot of times they destroy them. To you guys that are trying to normalize wearing dresses and trying to make it like, oh man, it's something cool. Just remember, one of these days, you're going to have to meet the real people. The people that don't accept it, the people that you know that don't accept this behavior. What you do in your own bedroom, it's your business. I have no problems with that. As I said, I've been around. I've seen gay people all my life. One thing about people in the past, everybody stayed in their own lane. They didn't try to pressure you into doing things or seeing things their way. But here it is nowadays. If you don't see things their way, they'll try to get you canceled. America is becoming weaker and weaker every second. And you have to ask yourself, will America ever make a rebound? Will it ever come back? I see the arrogance in a lot of these people that think they got the bag. But I've seen a lot of these people that thought they had the bag drop their heads in shame. Now they have nowhere to go. And a lot of these people contemplate committing suicide. All of these celebrities that died up under mysterious circumstances. Look at what they were saying right before they passed. What were they trying to expose? Who were they trying to expose? You hear heterosexuals saying all the time, hey man, whatever you do is your business. Hey man, if that's what you want to do, go ahead on. But you never hear these people from this other community saying the same thing about us. Like, hey man, we understand that you guys are straight and you don't agree with this, but this just who I am. And we're not trying to disrespect you, but we're just trying to live our life. If you were to say something like that, maybe I can understand. But trying to shame me and holler about I'm homophobic because I don't agree with this agenda, it's just crazy. What these people are doing is just evil. Because it's all for the money. And you have to remember, the love of money is the root of all evil. All you have to do is follow the money. The people that are paying these different celebrities to put on these dresses and to do things that is against the communities that they come from. The Lakers won't win because they now have a distraction on the team. Just as Houston had a distraction on the team, they lost it all. What good is it for you to gain the whole world and in the end, you lose your soul?